Welcome to another exciting episode of Kram. My name is Julian Ortiz.
And I'm Rachel Yates, and we've got a lot to cover this episode.
You might see them donning blue and gold at football games, basketball games, and pep rallies.
Our Rampart cheerleaders have a dedication to their sport and this school. They go to support every one of our varsity teams.
This week, Rampart got an inside look on Rampart's cheer program.
I think overall, one word to describe the atmosphere is family. I think that we've got a good group of girls who really care about one another. They're always looking out for each other and protecting each other. If someone's sick or ill, I feel like they always check in and they're just there to support and encourage each other, just like siblings in a family would.
Describe the group as hardworking. We work really hard to get stunts together and work on tumbling.
It's very supportive and energetic because when we're in stunts and we're cheering and if you mess up, we're very supportive and we're very quick to be it's okay, you get it next time.
We got the inside scoop at practice to see how they're performing.
The hardest part of cheerleading is probably stunting.
Being able to hit the stunts that we're working on.
Because it's like a very big team effort.
And if one thing goes wrong on any one of the 4 people who are involved, there's chances that it could come down even though we've practiced it and we've hit it so many times.
So you have to trust everyone in order if you fall to catch you or just keep you up there and keep it safe.
Cheerleading isn't just hard for the new recruits, but the returning girls as well.
There's a lot of upcoming dates. This year we actually have competition.
So on November 12th, we're going to our first competition, and then on December 6th is state. So we'll be performing against a lot of different 4A teams.
Even though every girl had their own motivation, the skill they bring is the same.
I've been in cheerleading all 4 years of high school, varsity all 4 years. So I just wanted to be committed and do it senior year too.
This is actually my 8th year coaching, just for school. So I cheered all 4 years of high school. I went to Doherty and I did cheer all 4 years there. And then when I came to Rampart, my first year of teaching, I was the JV cheer coach, coached JV a couple years and then moved up to varsity, and I've been the varsity coach ever since.
Be sure to check out their next performance. This has been Mara Dana reporting for KRAM.
Look for our Rampart cheer team at the last home football game against Pueblo West on November 8th.
This week, we got a closer look at some of our students getting a head start on life.
The Avp program at Rampart allows students to attend PPCC to learn more about their future careers and even get experience in their fields.
For many high schoolers, college is a scary thing to think about. For other Rampart students, it's just another part of their daily schedule.
Avp is a program where we go to Pikes Peak Community College and we enroll in classes there and we take them based off what we're interested in.
We go in the mornings and we get on a bus and we drive down to PPCC and we're in lecture or classes for 3 hours and we come back and we have a 3rd period and a 4th period here.
As we all know, college classes can get very specific. What classes do the RHS Career Start kids take?
I'm in the culinary program.
I'm in criminal justice.
I'm doing the AVP zookeeping program.
Criminal justice 2nd year.
I'm in zookeeping technology.
I end up going into the health program.
There are many options to choose from though. From these classes, what do they entail?
We just got finished with the sanitation program, which is kind of like a prerequisite to go on to the rest of the thing. But we have intro to cooking classes where we learn about different kinds of sauces and soups and all the different kinds of cuts of meats and how to fabricate different kinds of meats and things like that.
We learn about law enforcement and criminal law, and basically if you want to become a police officer, a lawyer, anything within the criminal justice field, that's where you'd go.
For 2 days for the week, I would go to Cheyenne Mountain Zoo, and that would be Monday and Wednesday. And for the rest of the week, we would just be in class and we would be studying different things about how zoos work and the biology and different scientific things.
I go down to the Pikes Peak Community College Centennial campus and I take multiple courses on criminal justice that they have available down there.
So every other week we kind of switch. So some days we are in the lab, which we practice skills on each other, like washing feet or brushing teeth or something. And then other days it's just lectures.
Some say it is strange for high schoolers to be in college classes, but it has benefited these kids in various ways.
I know I want to do something outdoors with animals, and so this was a really, really good introduction process into what that may look like.
I wanted to get a jump on my career, so I knew I wanted to be a nurse or in the medical field.
AVP is really helpful to me because I've gotten a college experience from it and I kind of know how college classes work and the grading system, and the environment is just different from the high school environment.
You have to be a junior or senior to begin the Career Start program, but it is never too early or late to consider your options. Talk to a counselor about joining the program today. This has been Marcus Tolman, signing off.
The AVP program works closely with Rampart's counselors if you are interested in becoming part of the program.
Our reporters were lucky enough to attend this latest school board candidate forum at Eagleview Middle School to learn more about what's going on inside of District 20 and Rampart.
We also got to ask a few hard-hitting questions for some of the board member candidates.
District 20 held a public forum for its 3 school board candidates to give voters an opportunity to see how candidates feel about certain issues. My crew and I interviewed each candidate on certain topics to get a feel for who they were. Okay, so what value has the biggest influence on your policy?
Well, I think it has to do with character development, the development of character and people.
That's a good question. I would say transparency.
Parental rights, parental control, and making sure whatever's going to be the top educational decision.
What is your position on teacher salary, and why do you identify with this position?
We need to be taking care of them. And with 50-year low unemployment right now, there's an issue right now with the recruitment of teachers. And that issue is a serious looming crisis for this country if we don't address it.
My position is we can do better, and it's low. I think that teachers need to be regarded higher in a lot of ways, and teacher salary would help with retention and things like that.
I believe teachers should be paid more than what they are. However, there's always budgetary constraints that kind of frustrate that and convolute it a bit.
Do you believe that an educational system that deals with multi-talented students, that standardized testing should not just test academic merit, but also skill and artistic merit?
If a test could be crafted to measure all those things, I think it would be terrific.
I'm all for anybody having a well-balanced education, and I think that if there was a way that we could figure out how to quantify that, I think that would be good.
Yeah, I think the standardized testing environment that we're in right now does a disservice to a lot of students. I know from my personal experience, I have friends who have been in that. One guy in particular, he has a doctorate, PhD, and he's also a medical doctor. He's wildly talented, wildly smart, but he never performed well on academic tests.
Do you believe that teachers are meant to educate, or do you believe that they're meant to do something more, like protect our students?
I think the primary issue is to educate, but I would say probably to inspire.
To inspire.
Yeah, to really unlock the talent in all of our unique learners, and if an educator can do that, I would think that would be their highest calling.
Educate.
Educate.
You let me know if you need me to elaborate.
All right.
I don't think you can educate if you're not also protecting.
Thank you to all school board candidates for interviewing. Good luck. This is Stephen Astor with Kram, signing off.
For those invested in the future of District 20 and are 18 years old, you can vote for the D20 school board candidates this November.
The No Place for Hate Club has asked Kram to produce a series of PSAs highlighting their mission objectives this year.
In cooperation with No Place for Hate and Kram, here's a reminder to be an ally for those in need at Rampart.
Most bullying isn't obvious. Most people that are hurting won't tell you they need help. Sometimes they just feel alone. Or when they are noticed, it's only when people are laughing at them. What most of us need is simpler. We need a friend that notices. A friend that cares about our well-being. What we need is an ally.
Look for further PSAs on No Place for Hate topics as we go through the year.
A highly accomplished Rampart regiment recently competed in regional competitions.
Kram did an in-depth look at what band competitions are really like in this documentary-style piece.
'Tis the season of marching band competitions. Rampart has worked day and night to perfect their performance for the band regionals at D20 Stadium. Mr. Akusius told us how they felt before the performance.
You know, we get to play right temperature, right weather, sun going down. Kids are obviously real excited, and we can't wait. We've gotten to perform at this stadium at football games and stuff so many times now, so it's really just about getting out there and executing and doing their job. So, should be fun.
Before practice, the band comes together and clears their minds to make sure they have a great performance. Finally, it was time for Rampart to shine on the field. Once they finished their performance, they told us how they felt before the final results.
I think it was a really great performance, probably one of our more consistent ones. It was really good.
I think that it went really well for everyone involved. The soloists did really well and percussion held together really nicely. So it's good.
High School.
Keep calm and play on, marching band. This has been Sydney Campney signing off for Kram.
Band is preparing for state and the end of their season. Wish them luck.
Rampart students should be well advised to be glancing over their shoulders this week as evidence of a school-wide epidemic is apparent.
Please be assured to travel in groups and stay alert as we don't know the severity of this issue.
When you feel that cold chill behind you but you can't see anything there, it just might be ninjas.
An epidemic has snuck its way into Rampart. Cameron's going to give you the facts you need to know about ninjas.
You want to know if a ninja's around. You can't really rely on your visual senses, really everything else. Like if you really listen closely, you might. Yeah, no, I don't hear it right now, but it's like a snapping noise. That and it might smell a little bit stinky if a ninja's around you.
Even though ninjas are never seen, their presence is often felt.
So the ninjas, they filed my taxes last week. I was checking them and they were all filed, so that was pretty cool. Ninjas also took the SAT for me. That was also pretty cool.
I actually found a ninja uniform once. I don't have it on me, but I found it. And it's just really cool. It smells like oranges. I love ninjas and I love the uniform. I wear it around the house.
We wanted to learn the opinions our students and staff have about this epidemic.
So the problem with ninjas at Rampart is no one knows it's a problem. They're everywhere and nowhere. They're insidious. When you least expect them, I'm just tired of it.
So ninjas, they're walking the hallways of Rampart High School. They think that they can just roam around and do your work for you. They're really helpful, but we can't let this continue, obviously. And I think it's clear to see why it creates a very lazy next generation.
Honestly, I'm pro ninja. They help me around, so maybe they'll help others.
I'm pro ninja, so I think they should stay here and they should keep leaving their uniforms around.
Kram was able to get a one-in-a-lifetime interview with an actual ninja. Remember to be safe around ninjas. This is Owen Reeves reporting for Kram.
That draws another eventful episode of Kram to close. We hope you have a great day.
See you next time, Rams.
Try. Ask a few hitting.
You're all good, buddy. You know what, Griffin? It's not okay.
I was like, wait, it's not moving,
It's
Rachel.
it's not okay. For those in needs at Rampart.
Those in needs?
I'm sorry, that was bad.
Those in needs?
Oh, buddy, Griffin.
You
silly goose.
Ball games, basketball games, and prep rallies.
Teams. I'm sorry. That was dumb.
That was really fast.
I don't know why I can't do this
Rachel, why can't you say this?